Hello beautiful people, you are all welcome back to my YouTube channel. If today is your very first time of tuning in, you are highly welcome. And to all my returning subscribers, I am so glad you came back to watch. Thank you so much. So today on my channel, we are going to be making vegetable sauce. This is ugu vegetable sauce. You can actually use any vegetable of your choice, but today I am using ugu vegetables. So to begin, I will start by sharing with you the list of ingredients which we are going to be using. Over here, I have some peppers. These are Scotch bonnet peppers and bell peppers, which is also known to be tatashe and atarudo. And I also have 2 bulbs of onions here. This is the vegetable, ugu vegetable. This is a very large quantity of vegetable. And right here I have this fish. This is bunga fish. It is so delicious and full of flavors and aromas. You guys, when you use this fish to cook, the aroma in this fish can actually start to call people from the very junction of your street. That is how powerful the flavors from this fish is. Now that I've prepped everything, let me show you what I've got here. So to begin, I have the blended crayfish. This is pounded crayfish. I actually pound this crayfish. I deboned the bunga fish and the head, I pounded it with the crayfish. So this is it here. I have salt. I also have iru, known as locust beans, and I have seasoning cube. I'm using crayfish seasoning cube, of course. And I also have the sliced onions. I blended one with the peppers and I sliced the other one. So this one is right here, the sliced onions. And over here, I have the roughly blended peppers. I have the palm oil. I have the deboned bunga fish. I've already deboned the fish and this is what is remaining. But you guys, trust me, it is so full of flavors and it is delicious. I also have the smoked panla fish that has been deboned and washed, and I have the vegetables, of course. This is ugu vegetable. You can actually use any vegetable of your choice, but today I am using ugu vegetable. I've sliced it, washed it a couple of times because ugu vegetables have sand in it. So you just have to wash it thoroughly a couple of times to make sure it is completely cleaned. I also have the chopped pomo. I've cut this pomo into bite sizes and I've parboiled it and it is ready to be used. Now that everything is set, let's begin the cooking process. First, I'm going to place a pan on the heat. Allow that to heat up and I'm going to pour in some palm oil. Once the palm oil is heat up enough like this, I'm going to go in with the sliced onions. Pour that in and stir together. I'm just going to fry this onion for a couple of seconds and I'm going to add the iru into it and I'm going to continue stirring everything together. We are frying this and right now the aroma here has begun to change. People start to know that something is happening. So I'm going to season that. I added the salt and I'm going to add in the seasoning cubes, stir that completely together, and I'm also going to add in the roasted panla fish. Once I added the roasted panla fish, I'll stir in on that, combine everything together, and I'm just going to allow that to sit there for like a minute or 2 before I come back and pour in the roughly blended peppers. Once I added that in, I'll combine everything together beautifully just to make sure everything is well incorporated together. And I'm going to add in the boiled momo. I added it in, I combined everything, I mixed everything together. I'm going to add the boned bonga fish, and I added a little bit of water, stir everything in, cover it and allow it to start cooking. So I covered this one for the very first 5 minutes. 5 minutes later, I came back to the pot and check it. Look at that, it is boiling. Now I'm going to stir everything together, combine everything beautifully, and I'm going to cover it again. This time I will be covering it halfway so it can start to fry. And I'm just going to leave that for another 10 minutes. So 10 minutes later, I came back to the pot and look at that, it is fried now. The water has reduced and everything is looking so pretty. I'm now going to stir that in, and I will also add the remaining crayfish, add it in, combine everything together. It's now time for me to add the vegetables. The vegetables is much than the pan I'm using, so I'm just going to be adding it on a gradual process so it does not spill or it does not pour away. So as I add it in, I will add and I stir and combine, then I will add again. I added the vegetables in like 3 different times before everything was in the pot together. Look at that, it was so beautiful. You guys, it was not just beautiful, it was delicious. The aroma was so inviting. When I was making this, my kids actually came back from school and they were saying, "Mommy, we know that you are around." Peace was saying, "Mommy, I had to go and pass through the backyard to know where this aroma is coming from." She told me, "We just knew you are in the house." You guys, everywhere was full of aroma and flavors. This dish was so delicious. So I combine everything together, and for more heat and more colors, I'm just going to sprinkle in the chopped pepper and cover it again for about a minute. After that, I came back to combine everything together, to mix everything, and it was so good. Do you guys know there is an aroma that will be calling you, telling you what to eat with that food? The aroma coming from this pot right now was calling rice. This should be served with rice. This should be served with rice, you guys. And we actually served this with rice and it was so good. Tell me what you think you can serve this with. And thank you all so much for watching. If you have watched this video up to this moment, please give me a thumbs up. It actually means a lot to me. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed. Turn on your bell notification so as to get notified each time I upload a new video. Thank you so much for watching. See you again in my next one. Bye.